Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm testing out an eBay makeup brushes and I did buy two sets. This is one of the sets here and it is 12 eyeshadow brushes and these were $4.99 and these are by the brand MSQ. And these are the other brushes that I got. It's 5 face brushes and 5 eyeshadow brushes. These were £5.98 but they just look so nice, so I had to buy them. But if you like this video then please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see my thoughts and opinions on these brushes then please just keep on watching. So I'm going to go in with this brush here and it is just a flat brush and I'm going to use this to apply my foundation. It is actually a lot more tapered than what I thought it was, but I'm just going to apply this in stippling motions. So that's the foundation all applied and I do actually like this brush to apply it. It was very soft and blended everything out nicely. I just prefer applying my foundation with a sponge, but that is just because I have dry skin. But that is a really nice brush for foundation. With the shape of it I'd probably use it for contour rather than foundation. So I'm just going to use this brush to blend out my concealer. So I just had to blend out my concealer because my dad did just come in and I didn't want to leave it sitting on my face and dry like that. So I did just blend it out and I do not like this brush. It is very, like when you're like dabbing it out, it is very jaggy and it's like made my skin like really itchy because it's so jaggy. So now that that's done I'm going to go in with powder. I'm going to use this brush. It's just like a big fluffy powder brush and I'm just going to use this to set my face. So far it does feel nice. It is soft. It's quite small, so it's taken quite a while to actually blend it. Well, not blend it. Oh, jeez, it's going to be one of the days. Apply it all to my face, and my son is lying on the couch next to me, and he's just woke up. So that is the powder done, and overall I do really like that brush. It is very soft and it did apply the powder nicely. So next I'm going to go in with contour and I'm going to use this fluffy angle brush and I'm just going to apply this. So it is very soft and it is blending my contour out nicely. It's not as dense, so if you were to put like a lot of product on it, you would probably need to go in with a denser brush. But it is nice. I do like this brush. And then I'm going to, I was going to say contour again. I'm going to go in with bronzer and I'm just going to use this, another angled fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend this the way that I normally would. George, stop eating your hand. So this brush feels the same as the one that I used to contour. It is very soft and it's very nice and it's applying the bronzer really nicely. The only thing is it is not, it's not really dense, so I don't know how good it would be to blend out like a lot of product. So now I don't have a highlighting brush, so I don't know if I should use one of the eyeshadows to highlight with. Not one of the eyeshadows, one of the eyeshadow brushes. So I think I'm just going to go in with eyeshadow now, and then with whatever brush I haven't used, I'll use that for my highlighter. So I'm just going to use the Makeup Revolution Life on the Dance Floor eyeshadow palette, and this is just what the colours look like, and I'm just going to create a eyeshadow look. So to start with, I'm going in with these two shades and then just putting this in my crease. So this brush is very nice and it is very soft on the eye, so it is. So now, I didn't even show you what brush I was using. This is the brush that I was using. It's just a very fluffy brush, and now normally I just use like the same eyeshadow brush because I'm quite lazy. I'm going to go in with a mixture of this shade and this shade, and I'm just going to be using this on this brush. It is similar to the other brush that I use, but it is slightly more dense. I can hear you. And I'm sorry if my son annoys you in this video. He has just woke up and he is not going to be going back to sleep, so I'm sorry if that does annoy you. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush, and it's kind of flat, and I'm just going to use this with that shade alone and put this in my crease as well. I'm trying to use as many brushes as I can just to really show you how they work and everything. So far all the eyeshadow brushes have been really nice. And then I'm going to go in with this brush from the brush set with the face brushes, and it is just a kind of flat brush, and I'm going to take this shade along my lower lash line with this, because the brushes that come with the face brushes, Jesus, they are really quite small. Like, they're all like, this is the blending brush for the face brushes, and this is the blending brush that comes with all the eyeshadow brushes, and as you can see it is a lot smaller, so these ones will be good for the I put it in my eye, the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to be taking that brush that I just showed you with these two shades that we put in the crease, and I'm just going to use them to blend out that darker colour that we put underneath the eye. So they do feel very soft. These ones aren't as soft as the other eyeshadow brushes, but they are still nice. And then I'm going to be going back in with that first brush that we used and just blending out the outer edges again. I'm going to use this flat brush, and I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm going to put this on my inner corner and my brow bone. So this is very nice, and it does pack on the eyeshadow. So yeah, like that brush, that is nice. And I have already used this angle brush. I used that to carve out my eyebrows, and that was very nice as well. So I'm going to take this little pencil brush and I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to put this right in the crease. Just putting it right there and then blending it in. Then I'm going to, so that is a big fluffy brush, but I think I'm going to try and save this for my highlight. So I'm going to pick up this shade here, why not, on this small tapered brush, and I'm just going to put this in my crease as well, because why not? So that did blend in very nicely, and the brush does feel very soft. So I'm going to use this brush, and it is just a smaller tapered brush, and I'm just going to use this shade here again, and I'm just going to blend this into the outer corner of the eye. I know it's not really a blending brush, but it has put that eyeshadow on very nicely, and it did blend it out nicely as well. Then just the same on the other eye. So I like that brush as well. What have we got left? Right, so I'm going to use this brush here, and it is just a, I was going to say a fat brush. It's just a flat brush, and it is very dense. So this will be good to pack on the eyeshadow. What should I use? So I'm going to be taking this shade here and just going to pack this on to the eyelid. So that has packed it on very nicely, and I think I'm just going to take some of this shade here just on that same brush, and just going to put this right here just to make things a little bit darker. So it picked that shade up and applied it very nicely as well. And then I'm going to go back in with this little eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to blend in circular motions just to blend everything out. Actually, I'm just going to put some of that darker colour on my lower lash line, just using that same brush. So out of all the eyeshadow brushes and everything, I've literally only not used 5 of them, which is these ones and this one as well, but I'm going to be using this for highlight. So as you can see, it is very densely packed and it is fluffy and feels very soft. So I'm going to be taking this highlight shade here, and I'm literally just going to swipe into it once and then apply it to my cheek, and it is a very nice highlight, and that is applying it really nicely. So now that that's done, I'm just, because this is the only like dense fluffy brush, I'm just going to wipe that off on my trousers and then just go in with it and blend the edges out with it. That is blending everything out really nicely. So this is the finished video, and I did just do my mascara and lipstick off camera, and I used the Rimmel Stay Matte lipstick liquid lip colour in Mocha. This is just what it looks like. I really do like this. But overall I absolutely love the brushes and everything. These are very soft, very nice, and this one did actually blend out my foundation really nicely, even though I don't normally like brushes to blend out my foundation. This brush that I used for concealer is not great. It, like when you're pressing it on, like the bristles, like when you're going like that, the bristles jag like your under eye area, and it makes my skin really itchy, and I don't like them. The little eyeshadow brushes that come with these are really good. Obviously I didn't use this brush, but this would be good for like cutting out your crease or like a spot eye area, and then this little brush here, that would be good for like, well, as you've seen, blending the eyeshadow underneath the eye. And these black eyeshadow brushes, these are the MSQ ones, and these are really nice as well. I absolutely love them. They're very nice quality, very soft, they blend out the eyeshadow lovely. So yes, if you want to buy these brushes, I will leave the link down below so that you can get them. And as I said, these ones are £5.98 and these ones are £4.99. But you can get the face brushes to go with the MSQ one, so if you guys want me to test that out, then just let me know down below and I can do that for you. So I know this wasn't really a like tutorial on my makeup or nothing, it was just more of a review on the brushes. So I hope you guys did like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!